Hey, it's the pre-show for OK Boomer the podcast.
And this is a very special pre-show because if you look behind you, you can see that William has lights on, which means that he now has enough money to pay for electricity. Those things that modern people have had for years.
Yep. What it actually means is the electric company came around and physically read the meters.
Did they?
Last month, my electric bill was like $300 something.
Holy
Month
crap!
before, it was $200 something. This
Oh,
month, my lovely girlfriend said, "Oh, don't worry, I got the electric bill because it was 14 fucking 99."
14.99.
Oh, it was 19 and change, but if you pay early, they'll knock like a chunk off it, so they get the money in early. So
Like,
it was like 13.40 or something.
you got electric or gas heat?
Electric.
Oh, okay. That's what I was figuring with all the the
Oh,
foot
no,
of
no, no!
foot.
I do have gas heat. Never mind that.
Oh, you got gas heat.
I
Oh,
got
okay.
gas heat, but I've got because of being disabled, I've got heating assistance,
Yeah.
so that'll usually carry me through. I don't think I've actually had to pay a gas bill in almost 2 years.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, because y'all had crazy weather a while back.
Because whatever they they'll look at all your stuff and they'll give you X percentage of money, and they pay it directly to the gas company, so
You never even
um,
see it.
I
Yeah.
never even see it. So I've had like a zero balance for almost 2 years. It goes down a little bit at like every year of the amount of money they give you,
Yeah.
um, based on well, we put this much money in his account to pay his gas bill, and it's June, and we're still paying his gas bill.
Dang it.
I'm like,
That's crazy.
thank you. Um,
Yeah. Thanks for paying my gas bill.
yep. So I was looking at that stuff that you DM'd me on, like that Joker book in the back issue.
Yeah. Back issue magazine.
Yeah. Uh, that's only available in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading the comments, and yeah, somebody said it's only available in the UK. I think I might have a version of this, like the bottom right picture shows Joker's dozen, and it's
Yeah.
the cover with them on the birthday cake tied to crosses.
Yeah.
Um, I might have like that version of it, but this is like a really nice hardcover, and it's pretty big.
Yeah. It looked huge.
Um, and then it showed some of what was in there. Like the end pages are like pretty cool because it's that birthday cake cover,
Yeah.
and it's got a nice introduction in there. It's got like the '70s Joker, wearing his pimp coat and hat, and it shows that famous Jerry Robinson cover with Joker holding the twin 45s on Batman and Robin, and the end game cover with him holding his own face.
Well, hold on a sec. While we're talking, let me bring it up so you can show folks.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
So they see what we're talking about. Because, like, we're just, like, ranting and raving here.
Yeah, I'm good at the ratting and raving.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that way they can see. But it looked nice. I just saw it, but so only UK, huh?
Yeah. So there's a table of
I've got
contents.
some stuff that was UK only, but I mean,
Yeah. Well, sometimes they'll like offer it. Like this might be offered in Like when, oh no, not in previews, in the DC catalog, because DC and Marvel don't ship through previews anymore.
Let's get
Um,
425 pages is what it says on the.
yeah, back in the good old days, like 2 years ago, you could go through the previews catalog, and something like this would be in the import section. So like all the stuff that was like, all the toys and books and magazines and stuff that would be imported from like Japan,
Yeah,
like the anime and manga stuff, and certain like DC and Marvel stuff, and other companies would have stuff that would be imported from the UK or something like that. So that's what this is. 13 Clown Prince of Crime classics. I'm not sure some of them would be relished as classics. The book presents like really well.
yeah.
Um,
You got so you got Batman 321,
mhm.
Joker's Revenge 504, First Last Laugh Laugh, Wonder Woman 280 to 283. That's an
Oh,
interesting. That's
oh,
an interesting thing because that's the Hunter story.
yeah, and that's with the Joker. I've got one of those issues. Matter of fact, I think I have the issue that they show. I got it
I
like a while back. I got it because I bought it in a live auction because like 3 or 4 years ago because of the Joker appearance.
Now I may have those myself, but the reason I bought them not necessarily because of the Joker, just because the Huntress, because I like the Huntress so much.
Hmm.
But now they reprinted. Oh my God, I bought the trade, but I don't have it with me now because I didn't know we were even going to talk about this. The It was a couple months ago. DC actually reprinted the original Huntress stories all in one trade.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's got her first appearance, and then it's got all the solos, and then it's got all the backups and Wonder Woman in it.
Yeah, I've actually got two copies, none of which are a 9.8 worthy, of her first appearance.
Huntress's first appearance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a couple copies, but yeah, like, agreed. Neither one's 9.8. I want to get a super nice one, just because I like the character a lot.
yeah.
DC Comics presents 41, Brave
Superman
and
and
the
Joker.
Bold. Yeah, Superman and Joker, Brave and Bold 191.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is the one that I have.
the one that one the 191.
Yeah,
Last Laugh is 353. Joker's Wild is Detective Comics 532 and Batman 366. DC Comics Madness in a Dark Mansion. DC Comics presents 72. Know Your Foes 566. Resurrection Night Batman 400. Dude, Batman 400 is such a good read.
yeah,
Second Chances 408 to 9. So, dude, they don't have Five Fingered Revenge. They don't. There's a lot of classics that they're missing.
yeah. So right here in the comments, denied in Canada. Shop orders are only available to U.S. customers.
So you can order it.
Um, yeah, only available to U.S. customers. Then Robin Smith commented, uh, "No UK relations."
Yeah. Did you show the pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see it. Okay.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
That way folks know at least what we were talking about.
I keep forgetting that they did this. Uh, it used to be if you added as soon as you clicked on the ad thing
Yeah.
in Streamyard, it would automatically put it on your live screen. Uh, Now they make it so you actually have to manually add it in
Yeah.
once it comes up. Um,
Yeah, that's your comment. So where's the pictures of the book? Show them the book. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. It does look nice though, but yeah, I don't think they're missing a lot of classic. They don't even have the laughing fish in it.
Yeah, I've got an actual physical copy of the Laughing Fish. So,
I'm missing one part of it.
uh,
I think it's the first part, which is what's sad.
yeah, I follow my friend that owns the comic shop,
Yeah.
and well, one of them, the one that I used to work at, and every once in a while he'll go and list a bunch of stuff on eBay for sale, and I guess about 12 years ago he listed one half of that Marshall Rogers story, and nobody bid on it, so it's in like the last like 10 minutes, and I threw the minimum bid on it and got it, and I called him up like I I texted him. I go, "You still awake?" He was, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, I gotta call you. I gotta ask you something." Yeah, what's up? I go, "You-" I go, "You don't." Well, thanks, but you don't have to mail that Batman that you just sold on eBay because I bought it.
You bought it.
He's like, "Why don't you leave it alone? I would have just relisted it." I go, "Well, now it's sold."
Because I wanted it. Yeah.
He was pissed. I got it for like $10.
Like $10. Damn it. Yeah.
I took it. I read it. I instantly put it in a frame, and it's still in that frame to this day. So,
Dang it.
but I mean, it's got some good stuff. I think they just took like a smattering, and it's the UK. They do weird stuff, like lose to a bunch of hick farmers in a war. Um, but you got stuff from Len Wayne, Walt Simonson, Jerry Conway, Don Newton, Jim Aparo, of course, your favorite, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, uh, Doug Mensch, Gene Colan, and of course the great Mark Wolfman.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks pretty cool. I said I just saw it because I follow that oh God, whatever the link it was on.
Hatchet.
No, not Hatchet, the back issue magazine
Oh yeah, yeah,
online.
yeah. I
Um
gotta, I gotta, I gotta ask somebody in that. I gotta ask that group if there's a link that I can like buy back issues of back issue magazine because
there is. Crap, they got them listed on the site I buy stuff from all the time. But you can
okay.
go back and buy some of the. I mean, not all of them. Some of them you have to hunt down.
Well,
There's
they did. There was one the other month that I'm like, oh, that looks so good. And I thought when I first clicked the link on this, I thought it was like a special Joker back issue magazine. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. But
yeah.
they did one that I wanted like last year or the year before, and it was featuring Wolfman and Perez's new Teen Titans run.
Okay, I missed that one. Yeah, the ones I've bought recently, I bought. They had one with a Neil Adams retrospective. I bought,
Mm-hmm.
and last month I think I bought the issue. Last month's issue was the Mark Schultz Xenoic Tales issue, where
Oh
it was
yeah,
the all dinosaur issue. They go over it. There's a big interview with him, and they talk about all the different dinosaur comics that have been published over the years, and just appearances of dinosaurs. So it's cool.
yeah. This one right here.
That Joker's Wild is an amazing cover. I have tried to get that book, and
It
sometimes
it
it's
is
stupid.
ridiculously priced,
Yes.
and I remember when I was still a teenager in my early 20s when I was working at the shop. Uh, we had a ton of these. You know, he overawed it on them because of the Joker cover, because Joker covers were like they've always sold like crazy,
Yeah.
and they weren't moving. So you must have put like 20 of these things in the dollar bins.
And they're not
I used
$100
to
a
have
pop
two or
now.
three of them, but
Yeah.
I have this issue, Clown for All Seasons, that 251.
Yeah,
I've got a 251. It's not in the greatest shape, but even a low grade 251 is still, you
you know,
know,
a couple $100.
yeah.
Yeah. Further reading,
Further
but
reading
yeah,
graphic novels, the Clown Prince of Crime, which is I think that's the hardcover uh, Joker 80th anniversary thing.
yeah. I got they canceled my order. I think I told you they canceled. I ordered the 80th anniversary of Aquaman. They canceled it. I They resolicited it and I missed it, so I've got to order one. I guess secondary market or something.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's just uh, it's just great. Now through your service, you only get to get the deal on those prices when it originally gets solicited, right?
yes,
See, that's a problem for me.
yeah,
I want to pay half price all the time.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like, well, you have these, but you want full price for them.
Yeah.
Why would I want
Well,
to pay shipping for those?
they offer a little bit of a discount after that, but if you pre-order it, it's like 40% off.
Yeah,
It's almost half.
yeah,
So
and that's like, um, it's just a little under what your average Joe Schmo comic shop will be able to pay for them.
yeah, so there you go. Justice League America Funko Pop number 10, Walmart exclusive, Brave and the Bold.
So I got the Batman 251
Did
of
you?
these,
I
and
got
because it comes
the
with a Joker pop, and she saw the Joker pop, and she took a picture. I go, oh yes, uh, another one. So I've only got two of the comic book ones right now. I've
mhm.
got that one, and I've got the first appearance of Thor.
Oh, I've got the first Thor. I got the Joker one for my brother. But now I saw these and I asked you, and I did look them up online. So I did get you one.
Oh, cool. Yes.
So
Thank you. Me love you a long time, Joe.
there was only two at the store. Um, but I think they're pretty cool. Uh,
Enough back there.
Dang it! She's finishing up the Full Metal Jacket thing. And then so this is a real mail call because it did come in today. I don't think it's actually released yet, but because I pre-ordered it like 3 months ago, it come in early.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I hadn't even opened him up yet, but this is a new Marvel Select battery belt, and he looks pretty cool. He's got
With the
Stormbringer,
Roman hat, yeah.
yeah, with Stormbringer in it. He's got cool back art.
Oh
I put a
yeah.
big ass sticker over him. Box is a little jacked up because it come in the mail,
Yeah.
but hey, I was gonna open him anyway, so it doesn't matter that much.
Rip
But
it
yeah,
open, throw away
you
the
know,
packaging.
the thing that got me is, I said I pre-ordered this one, and they honored this order. I pre-ordered the Red Hulk, and that crap got canceled. And now trying to go and find one, they're
Be,
50
be,
bucks.
because uh, they discovered they could make too much money off them on the secondary market, so they just probably pulled the orders.
I don't know. I was just like, come on, this is stupid. But yeah, they're 40 something, almost 50 bucks. He was sold out at first when I pre-ordered him, and they canceled my order. And then they also come in. They come in a little bit later and said, "Oh, he's available for pre-order again." And I pre-ordered him the second time, and he come in, but they never did the same thing with the Red Hulk,
Yeah,
which,
I'm like,
like I said, did upset me a little bit.
well, I got the Ultimate Hulk.
You'll have to throw yourself back up there. You're up.
Oh,
Yep.
I had bought the Ultimate Hulk when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I handed it over to my buddy Jerry that airbrushed my jacket,
Yeah.
and I paid him to airbrush the Hulk back to green because he looked like a bunch of elephant dung in that terrible gray color. So he airbrushed it. He put like tons of super detail in it, but you can't move him
Because it's painted.
because it's painted, and it'll scrape the paint.
Yeah.
So it's basically like he carefully like opened the package like so the bubble came up off it, and then he like put it back down on it. But he like super detailed the face, the eyes, the teeth, and
All that.
he was like three different tones of green to do and highlight like the bulging veins in his arms and neck.
Yeah.
So it came out pretty awesome. Like, here is one of my custom figures. What else you got for custom figures? None.
Dang it. So did you get a chance to read the book?
Yep. About 20
Um,
minutes ago.
I did not realize it was by Michael Fleischer,
Mm-hmm.
which we need to read some more of his stuff. I actually found I sent you some pictures of him the other day when I was going through putting up books. I managed to put up 2 short boxes full of comics in the last little bit, organizing stuff. And I found the Michael Fleischer Adventure Comics, Michael Fleischer, Jim Aparo Adventure Comics Spectre run. I have.
I've got a couple of those. Uh,
I may
and
have some doubles. I'll have to look.
those are that is like an amazing run.
Yeah, it's 9 or 10 issues. I've got all of them. But I don't know. I've sent you some pictures lately going through stuff that people are going like, oh, this is worth a lot of money now. I'm like, when? When did that become worth a lot of money? And it just,
Some of the issues are like 20, 30, $40.
yeah, well, those, but I mean, some of the stuff that I've bought is even crazier than that. I guess I sent you that picture of that first Wendigo the other day. I was like, when the hell did this become worth this amount of money?
Mm-hmm.
I've had it for, I guess I bought it 30 years ago, so whatever. But
Yeah, it's pretty crazy what some of them's worth. Like I showed you those keys that I got like last week, right?
which ones?
Uh,
Telos.
Telos, that's Mike Wendigo.
No, I don't think you showed me that, or I don't
That,
remember it.
that's the first issue. He passed away
Yeah, he's passed away. Yeah.
like a long time ago, but he goes, who's Mike Wendigo? He goes, the guy that signs everything, Ringo. Oh, Ringo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know him.
Yeah. Yeah. He had cancer or something, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. You showed me that one. Yeah. The Daredevil.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
First Electric.
like the $500 book that I paid $4.50 for in the back issue thing. Yeah. And of course,
And your 300.
yeah. Um, but
There's a cat. I can't tell you what color.
yeah, it's just crazy. So my girlfriend bought me like one of these mini like keychain pops,
Mm-hmm.
but not that one. Well, she did buy that one too. It's the Joker, like a Christmas Joker. So he's got something in his hand, probably a candy cane blotted up from killing Tim Drake,
Yeah. Beating Robin to death.
beating Robin to death. He's got like a little Santa hat on. So I took a picture of that and I put like a hip hop song that deals with the Joker and the lyrics on it. And within a day on TikTok, it had 1,035 views and only 5 likes. And one of the likes was from me. Because people can't stop long enough to actually be bothered to click on something. They have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I like everything on TikTok when I look at it, but I don't have TikTok on. I've got it on my phone, I guess, but it's through Facebook.
Yeah, I've gone a certain route. So basically, uh, I see cosplayers, tons of comic book stuff, including artists and stuff that are on there. And then, like everybody else in the U.S., the other half of TikTok that I see is political and thirst traps.
Not you, political.
Dang it.
And it's because they have three separate algorithms. They have one algorithm for the US, one for the UK, and then the algorithm that plays to the country that owns it.
Yeah.
And the one that runs over there only shows like young people that are doing like incredibly smart stuff, like discoveries or like scientific discoveries or projects or whatever.
Yeah.
They only show smart stuff over there, and over here it's set up so it only shows the dumbest shit on the planet. Like people lip syncing to other little skits from comedians that they find funny. Uh, like me, because I'm an idiot. I'm easily amused.
Yeah.
And all these dumb, stupid dances. Because when you turn on TikTok, unless you've basically set it up so the only things that you've really liked are like comic book related, um, you end up seeing all that other stuff. Now you can go and search for that other stuff, or randomize it or whatever in the search bar, and then you will see even dumber stuff, and you will literally feel your IQ dropping. Kind of like after you go to a down south barbecue, you can feel your arteries hardening. Same thing.
Same thing. Dang it. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get on to our book. We've been talking for like 30 minutes.
Yep. And there's the cover, but just before, here's a little bump from the brand new fundmycomic.com. Ta-da!
What comic is he trying to fund, or is that just a general advertisement?
That's a site, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a brand new site because Indiegogo did something screwing with its algorithm, and they broke their code, and they have no intention of fixing the code, and it's basically shadow banned all the comic book projects that are on there.
Oh, so now it's got to go. They're going to the Fund My Comic thing.
So a comic book creator, Luke Stone, who I share the StreamYard network with, one of many. That's his site. He bankrolled that site, and they got everything. They got all their dotted all their I's, crossed all their T's, got all the legal lawyer stuff and bank stuff set up. Everything's going to be going through Stripe, and kind of like it's the same setup as Whatnot.
Oh, cool.
But they've got it set up so comic book creators can list their project there, and they only take like 2%, where like Kickstarter, Indiegogo take 5 to 7%.
Okay.
And Woot, another new like independent site, but like that, but set up just for comics. They take 10%.
Wow.
So he takes the least amount. They worked it out so the site will get 2% of your final from your fundraiser if it funds, as long as it funds, and that all that money just gets flipped right back into the site and pays the tech guys that are running and updating stuff and all that hullabaloo.
Oh, cool. All right, so I picked this one out, like I said, because I just got it in the mail last week or the week before last. And Jonah Hex #1, like I said, I bought this 90% because it is Garcia Lopez, who is, as we've discussed multiple times, is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite DC artist. The Michael Fleischer story was an added bonus because this, I talked to my brother about this. This is one of the best comics I've read in a while. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you liked it. We'll get to that at the end. And what's cool is a lot of comics back in the day, the scene that's on the cover isn't even in the book. This scene is in this freaking book. It's in the book.
I remember all those comic book thirst traps when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You see the cover goes, that's cool. And you make the mistake of, you flip through it, but you're not looking for that scene in the book.
Yeah.
Because you're a freaking kid.
Yeah. You're looking for something close or anything.
Sometimes the characters that were in the cover never even appeared in the book. Like, hey, that's a cool cover image.
Yeah.
That should sell some books. Let's put that on there. Okay. Like, what the hell?
Yes. But no, this is actually in here. So, yeah. #1, 30 Cent from 1977.
The Bronze Age.
Yes. It says April to March.
Now, this is the first Jonah Hex self-titled series.
Yes.
Before this, he was the star of Weird Western Tales.
Weird Western Tales. And his first appearance, which I have tried to get his first appearance just because it's a first appearance of Jonah Hex, is in like All-Star Western #10 or something. And, they go, low grades are still a couple $100. At one of the comic shops I go to or have been to that's in and around Central Georgia, they have like a 6.5 All-Star Western #10. And I think they want like $750 for it.
Because it's in a plastic coffin.
Yeah, it's like 6.5 or 7. I'm like, good God. But yeah. So the book starts off, and dude, you can see the influence of some of the westerns from.
Oh yeah, this felt like any Saturday afternoon spaghetti western that we'd all watch as kids.
Yes,
and that a lot of us throw on the Roku channel and watch to this day.
Yeah, or freaking, I mean, even to the spaghetti or say spaghetti westerns. I mean, Clint Eastwood westerns or whatever. I mean, he's just coming to town, and he's like, oh, you see him, there's Jonah Hex. He's going into Walburg, Tennessee, 1874, mighty big plantation. Must be a prosperous man, and he's just riding into the damn plantation, and of course, here comes some freaking, cowhands that are there to hired guns and such to protect the house, and they come out and freaking just attack his ass. And he hadn't done anything.
He's lighting a cigarette. One guy's got a long gun on him, tells him to drop his gun belt, doesn't get the chance to drop his gun belt.
No.
Not that he would, but he doesn't get a chance to do it because one of the other cowhands lassos him and yanks him off his horse. But then, on the next page, he needs all the other guys to come in and help him because he can't hold them.
Yeah, he can't hold him. They just start beating the hell out of him. And it is very cinematic. I mean, it is laid out so well. I mean, I love all panel breaks are always so cool to me. We got that one there, and this one kind of lies up, but it's really laid out. So yeah, there's our Vengeance for a Fallen Gladiator, script by Michael Fleischer, art by Garcia Lopez, edited by Joe Orlando. So usually they may have been a letterer, but usually when they say art by, that means that he had to do everything.
Yep.
He was the lone man, Lone Ranger here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to call in all these guys to damn beat him up. And they're like beating the snot out of him. And after they freaking kick him in the head and damn near, they're going to bash his brains out. And before they do it, he's got the damn shotgun raised up, going to hit him. It's like, what are you doing? This hard case tried to barge into the main house without giving us guns. And like you said, they didn't even give him a chance to give him guns.
Barge into the main house as he slowly rode on his horse, lighting a cigarette.
Yes, y'all are dumbasses. Yeah. I figured he might be one of them kidnappers. And of course, this guy, the older man, he's like, "You idiots! This man's Jonah Hex. Can't you see? He looks like shit." Before you beat him up.
You see those scars?
Yes. This is how you know who he is. Yeah. So then we find out now that Mr. Roden, who is the ranch owner, actually called for him, personally sent for this man to hope he might be able to find his son, get him to his feet. And then, they're like, "Go ahead, Perry, help him." So they pick him up, and the old guy's really mad. He says, "You better not have, injured him too much. Mr. Roden will be mad." And now the dude that just punching the hell out of him is, "I hope you're all right, Mr. Hex. If Mr. Roden never found out what they did to you, and don't fret, Doc. It'll be our little secret." Meanwhile, like in between pages of the episodes, Jonah Hex, I think, probably goes back and beats somebody's ass.
I'm sure.
But yeah, he gets up, finally gets introduced to to Mr. Roden here, and we find out the story. He sends Mr. Roden sends all the women, away. They're like, "Oh, you should, take your medicine. Get out. I've got to talk to him."
Yeah, so his son was kidnapped from out in front of the house while playing by himself.
Uh-huh.
And one of the maids or housekeepers ran outside, and they shot her to death.
They just killed her.
Yeah, boom, and took the kid and disappeared. And Hex is like, "You waited 6 months, before you did anything?" He goes, "No, I hired detectives, sheriffs, Pinkerton boys. Nobody could find anything, so you're my." Obi Hex, you're my only hope.
Yes, exactly. And the thing that's bad is he says, "I hired the freaking Pinkertons, and they couldn't even do anything." So, and Hex just leaves. He's like, "Well, if the Pinkertons, really couldn't figure it out, then, I got to try, but I don't know." And he just heads out west.
For those that don't know, the Pinkertons were the Sherlock Holmes of the Old West.
Yes. Kind of like they were like the forerunner of the FBI, I guess. Yeah. Now I was going to tell you, I don't know how many Westerns you've watched, especially spaghetti West lots. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in the Old West by Sergio Leone? You remember the scene at the beginning where they just like kill all the people at the farm, at the freaking farm, and the little kid runs out and it's got Henry Fonda in it, and he's just, "What do we do?" He kills all the maids and everything in cold blood. What do we do with them now? I think his name's Frank. Yeah. What do we do now with them, Frank? "Well, since you called me by name," and he kills the kid. It's like, damn. But yes,
that could have been the inspiration for that scene when Anakin murders all the younglings.
The younglings. Dang it. So Jonah rides out to the west. Now, the thing that kind of got me here, I thought about it later, because to me, at this point, he's got to know more in the story than he's letting on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he goes, he makes it to Rock Creek, Arkansas in 2 weeks. And he's coming into town, and, they've got there's a barker there. And he's, step right up, place your bets. This is the roughest, toughest boy fighting in the United States. All my boys are born and bred for savage fighting. So this barker's going on. These boy gladiators live for nothing more than to beat each other's brains out for amusement. So they're taking bets.
Mm-hmm.
And having these
it's
kids.
the good old traveling show wagon.
Yes. Yeah, the wagon. To have the kids beat the hell out of each other. And you can see, I don't say unkempt, but, no shirt, just, pants there. Here's our first bout, Bruiser Donovan versus Pablo the Killer Sanchez. Don't let the killer short just because he's a mix. Yeah, this book wouldn't be published today. The youngster's still tough, and the last boy he fought, he knocked all of his teeth out.
I should have put that up at the beginning, because I'm sure anybody that watches this, and one of the first things you hear out of you is, so he gets to this plantation. I go, just the word plantation will trigger a bunch of kids nowadays. So.
It could, yes. I'm sorry. But yeah, so they're just betting on them. I put 5 on the mix, put 10 on the Bruiser. This fight's got to be a good bloody one. So after everybody puts their bets down, these kids lay into each other, freaking throwing sand in their faces, kicking, punching. And finally the Sanchez knocks down old Bruiser there and kicks him in the side. And even though the kid's definitely hurt, they're like, come on, get up, kick his face in. Wait a minute. The fight stopped. The kid's not moving anymore. So the doctor comes in. He says, let me through. And he looks at him. He's like, the wind got knocked out of him. He'll be back on his feet. He'll live, but he's got a ruptured kidney. Whatever, that's where he kicked him in the side. So get him on my office fast. The boy's about to die. And when the barker hears die, he gets a little upset. Die. And he just lays into, Sanchez there. You rotten guy, I give you one of the best fighters a kidney punch while he wasn't looking. Please don't. You have any idea what it costs me to feed you, you rotten ragamuffins? Keep you healthy to fight. So thank you.
Takes the horsewhip and Hex pinpoint blast right at the base of the horsewhip, the whip between the whip and the handle.
Yeah, because he's beating the kid, and Hex steps in and shoots it off, and he says, you're tough when it comes, to beating the youngins. How about someone your own size? And he just knocks the hell out of him, and he's gonna pull his gun, and thankfully for him, his man's like, don't you see the scars on his face? Only one man in creation's like that, Jonah Hex, the gunfighter. So he decides we're not going to fight because he looks like hell.
Gets a little scared off.
Yeah. Yeah. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Mr. Hex. Sorry losing my temper.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, don't kill me. And when they all leave, finally Hex goes and talks to the little the Mexican boy. He says, "Are you okay? I'm looking for." He tells him he's looking for someone. I'm looking for Tommy Roden. Have you seen him? And the guy's like, "No, I haven't seen him."
And he gives Sanchez what little description he had of the boy.
Yeah.
But he didn't say anything. He doesn't say too much.
No.
He gives hair color, eye color, approximate age, and that's it. He doesn't mention the scar on his wrist.
Yeah, nothing else. And everybody says, no, they haven't seen him. So Hex rides off and he lets them know. He says, hey, if you see something, let me know. And then I love the little, so now this is later that night at the Rock Creek Hotel. We see our Sanchez there, Senior Hex, wake up. And
And
you
you
can
see
actually
Hex
see him.
Shadow with his
Yeah, see the shadow of him in the
gun.
back. He says, you could get killed. What's the matter with you? And he says, don't kill me. I came through the window because I didn't want anyone to see me. He says, if Senor Mange and Senor Lara found out I came here, they would beat me. The boy you seek is the boy they carried away from the fight. And Hex tells him, he says, no, he had, Tommy Roden had blonde hair. The other boy had dark hair. And Sanchez convinced him, he's like, come with me. I'll show you. So they leave, I guess, out the back. And he takes him to where the doctor is.
But
So,
it's not the doctor's office because the boy has already passed.
He's passed. They moved him over. Yeah.
So
he says his agents are everywhere.
Yeah, he's at the coffin maker gravedigger, building where the guy builds all those pine boxes they throw you in and toss you in the ground.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
If you could afford it. If you couldn't, remember they let you use one until they dumped you in the hole.
Yeah. Okay. Open it up and hose it out.
Exactly. Yeah. He said, wait a minute. This ain't the doctor's office. This is the undertaker's parlor, senor. The doctor could not save Tommy. He died. So light a candle. The coffin is over here. And they go. And Sanchez says, he says, take a look at his hair closely. And then Jonah Hex is like, yeah, it's blonde at the roots. So they dyed his hair.
Yep.
So he looked different. And then they look, he's got there's a scar on his left wrist. So he knows that it's the right person.
Mm-hmm.
But then, from the background, here's our, somebody's been waiting for him. He says, that's right. He says, but it's not going to do you any good because I'm going to kill you. And, here's our Barker and his buddy. It's way past your bedtime. Senor Lyric, don't whip me. Don't worry, you dirty little. Oh, there's a bad word. We can't say it. I ain't gonna whip you. He shoots.
Dirty little what?
Yeah,
greaser.
No, you said it. Did you put an NSFW up there? He unloads, shoots the freaking kid, kills the kid. Shoots Jonah Hex, and there's our cover scene, people. As they drag Jonah Hex over to a freaking coffin and nail him into it. And they do take his gun, which is cool. He says, so if he does survive, when he wakes up, they know he's going to damn suffocate to death.
Yeah.
And they leave. They just leave the bodies there. Inside the coffin, life still stirs, and then Jonah wakes up. He wakes up and he's like, oh, they took his irons. And they nailed the damn coffin too. But they didn't look in his boot and get his knife out, which I thought was kind of cool. So
there's a snake in my boot.
Yep. They even call it
wrong story.
Big sticker. And he manages to wedge it underneath the damn top of the coffin and uses it to start prying it up until he breaks the damn blade. But he
liked that knife.
He liked the knife. Yeah.
He actually says that in the story. It's not just me throwing in a
right here.
Throwing in a funny.
I like that knife too. I think I'll make them skunks buy me a new one. But I pried up the boards enough so I should be able to kick my way out of here. He manages to kick the damn coffin open.
Yeah. In case you don't know, there's not a lot of wiggle room in a coffin.
No.
So even in those old pine boxes, you don't get like a run and start like a football kicker.
No. You had to loosen it up first. And then so
luckily he's always wearing what we now call cockroach killers. Them Western boots with the pointy tip.
Yep. So later that night, he says, thought I heard something. It's probably your stomach grouting from that rotten coffee you made. Dude, I got some coffee from a gas station this morning. I did not even drink it. I just poured that crap.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh my God, it was terrible. It was god awful. So he heads up and he's like, finally, Jonah Hex shows up. He says, I don't know about that. More likely it was you heard a little old me tiptoeing around your campfire. And of course they freak out. It's Hex. He's they think he's dead. No, he's not dead. He's there. He says, I'm gonna kill whichever one of you skunks is responsible for kidnapping Tommy. And they of course quickly turn on each other. And he says, well, it looks like we got a disagreement. He says, well, I'm a fair man. We'll let you settle this with a friendly fight. The kind you made those boys have. Mm-hmm. You're gonna make us fight right here by the edge of the cliff? You guessed it. Go ahead. So he makes them pretty much start beating the hell out of each other, and they do. And in the fight, Blackie goes over the freaking cliff, and the Barker manages to catch on there, and he's holding on for dear life. He's Hex, help me, pull me up. He says, don't yell so loud, Blackie. I think I'm looking for young Tommy Roden and the nice Mexican boy you killed. What was his name again? And don't let me fall. Pull me up. We'll be partners. He says, boy fighting, there's a lot of money in it. And he offers him like 70. Well, first he's better than half. He says, what's half? 75%. How much percent do the boys get? And he tells him, don't act all sanctified. You aren't better than me. Sure, I'm getting rich making the boys fight and they get a little bloody, but at least they've got something to do with me. And Hex he just kills him. He kicks him in the damn feet and knocks him off the edge of the mountain.
Yeah, they were up like on a high cliff wall. The first guy fell to his death, and then the second guy fell to his death.
Yeah, he just had to have a little help.
He just he tries to cut him in on a business. It's like, have you forgotten the man's a professional gunfighter? He's a gunslinger. He's not a salesman. Selling snake oil in boy fights.
No. So yeah, he crunches his fingers, and I know it's kind of a sad epilogue, but I did like the epilogue.
Yeah.
He Jonah gets the boy's body, and actually brings it back to the farm, house. And he finds out that Mr. Roden dies the week before.
And here's your TikTok clip. Tell me the boy's father didn't die without telling me the boy's father didn't die.
Dang it.
Here you go.
Yeah. So the mom comes running out. You found my Tommy, didn't you? Yes, ma'am, I found him. But, and of course she screams. She has a little breakdown. And I do love the little, I won't say love, but the little dog comes out that was with him when he was playing in the yard. Mm-hmm. It knows he's in there. And of course, I guess this is whoever it was, the other guy that was helping him take care of the plantation.
Yeah, that's I think that's his personal position.
Yeah. I know you've done your best. Mr. Roden would want me to pay you for it. He goes to give him the money, and Hex just rides off. He doesn't even take it. Nope. He leaves him there. And
rides off.
And the lady is crying over the coffin. I'm going to read them. I got to dig them out. I set them to the side somewhere. I got issue 2 and 3 I picked up a while back. And then I got 1. So I'm going to read them myself. Because like I said, I looked it up.
A lot of this stuff was really good until they went and screwed it up in like the late 70s, early 80s, where something happened and they pushed Jonah Hex into the future and gave him laser pistols.
That's I picked up a few of those issues. I saw it somewhere. They were in a dollar bin because it's just called Hex. Mm-hmm. And it is. He's in the future. And I picked them up primarily, and they're okay, but they're not this. They're nothing near this.
Yeah, no. It was just like a throwaway issue. And it was just like Get an extra spot on the spinner rack, and here you go. Put these on there.
I think I picked them up because if I'm not mistaken, it's Mark Terexa art.
Yeah.
Like his early
Texera,
early stuff before he goes to do the Punisher and Ghost Rider. But I thought it was good. The first, like I said, I did look it up. The first 4 issues are all by Fleischer and Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they have a rotating. The next issue is the 5th issue is a reprint of All Star Western 10, and then I think it's the 6th issue is by Redondo. And then after that, it's just whoever the hell could do an issue that month.
Yeah.
But so that was mine. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I thought even though what I was fussing about last week, it's this. I think last week's story was 17 pages. This is 18 pages.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot here for 18 pages. And
oh yeah,
it was very. I mean, it's just really good for a comic book.
Yeah. So,
what'd you pick out?
Since you're complaining about the page count,
we do a mini-series.
Yep. The next books we'll be reading. 5.
5 books.
One of my favorites, Aquaman.
The Aquaman special.
The Aquaman special #1, Spirit and Flesh, because this is a special that is directly in line with the best Aquaman story ever told.
And that's the Peter David Aquaman story, right?
Yep. That's #4. #2. No, #3. That's #2. And the #1 issue. I used to have the poster for this.
And it's a cool suit. I don't know why they.
I've got the action figure.
Really?
In that suit.
I didn't know they did an action figure of it.
It was one of the Mattel ones. Remember, Mattel used to do like the DC figures you would get in the stores.
Yeah.
Well, I was just flipping through like this store that used to be around here called Benny's. It was like a chain store and like local family owned. The great grandkids had no interest in carrying on the family tradition because they already reaped the rewards of being brought up rich. So they had plenty of money, didn't care. I don't want that. So they closed all the stores. But I found the Blackest Night zombie Batman that Mattel did in there. I found Batman in the Sinestro outfit from like the Sinestro Wars where he stole the ring. I'm just gonna pry my glasses off my face so I can see. That's right, so I can read, because it's not listed there. It's going to be like on the title page. There it is. No, it is not Peter David.
Who is it?
Neil Ponzer.
Okay.
Neil Ponzer, Craig Hamilton art, Steve Montano inks, Bob Lipin letters, Joe Orlando on colors, and Ponzo and Dick Giordano were the editors. And this is like the opening title page with
Mirror.
The art is like the most incredible art. And this came out in 1986.
I watch it when I'm
And just the imagery on that front cover is just like,
Yeah, it's amazing.
you know. Well, the circus just came to town.
What are y'all watching?
can't tell by the house.
Oh, the Addams Family?
Oh, I thought it was My Little Pony.
No, it's Addams Family, the one with Angelica Houston.
Yeah, yeah.
The 1991 one.
Yeah.
Bam, right into
The first Addams Family movie.
Yes. Or the first, yeah, the first two.
Yeah. The Wednesday show on Netflix is pretty good.
Yeah, I watched a piece of it. I got to finish it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job.
Cool.
It's kind of like if Wednesday Addams went to Hogwarts.
Yeah. That's
Pretty much that's it. But the first episode was great. Nobody tortures my brother but me.
but me.
and just happens to have a bag full, a giant bag full of piranhas that she throws in the swimming pool with all the kids still in it.
Yeah, I think I watched the first episode, and then I come back in, and she had moved past that and was on. I got to the part where Uncle Fester come in. And he's like a serial killer,
Yeah,
mob hitter. Like, okay,
yeah. I was just working as a cleaner in Vegas for Jimmy the Fish and Johnny the Goat.
But yeah, all right, I will get those. I'll get them over to you on the books, and I do have to check my schedule next week because they are.
You don't have to get over to me because I actually have them in hand.
Oh, I got you.
I'll just read the physical copies.
Physical copies. I've got to check my schedule and see what day we have to do the show because I've got to do. I got to do a stupid. I got to work late one day next week, and I think it may start on Thursday.
Okay.
God, I don't want to, but it's either that or starve to death.
Look, didn't you have enough time out?
Exactly.
That COVID-cation that you had.
It wasn't much of a COVID-cation. It was a sleep and trying to live.
Yeah.
But
good night. Good night. I'll try not to die again.
Again. All right. I'll get it over to you, and then I'll let you know on that, man.
Okay. So until next week, TDA, time and day to be announced.
Yeah.
We will catch you then, and we're gonna be out of here because we got more comics to read, and we're old, so we gotta go to bed soon.
Yep. I got to get up like 4:00.
Oh, good Lord!
So
I'm just usually going back to my recliner at that time because my bladder got me up in the middle of the night after this tiny little coffee.
I got to be at work at this time.
Oh, good Lord! 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a coinky dink.
Yeah.
We're gonna read 5 books, and you have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's gonna be tough.
No, I got to be at work at 5.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like what is it? That old saying? I told somebody this morning. I can't remember what show it is. This is definitely NSFW. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm like the U.S. government. We kill more people before 6 a.m. than most countries do all day.
Well, you could have said something worse. Like the Clintons do that.
Oh God. All right, man.
All right. Till next week. Shut the bleep up and read a comic book, would you?
All right.